Qween. Now there was a great story you talked about where you were with Christian Louboutin, right? You got to meet him. How did you end up meeting him?
I met him when I was performing for this event at like the British Museum or something. It was very strange, and afterwards I met him for a second, but he was very quiet, and like I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't speak English very well. And then we kind of set up this blind date in Paris, and I went to meet him, and we just like hit it off, and we've been really close friends ever since. He's like one of the funniest people on the planet.
Now, there's a great story you talk about having a drink with him and you see Lauren Bacall across the room, which is the gag of life. Tell me all about it.
I mean, I was holding my fork and we were talking. It was just me and him, and I suddenly just went, and he was like, what's wrong, what's wrong? I go, oh, and he was like, oh my God, you just saw Lauren Bacall. And he's like, listen, she's gonna come over here, don't talk to her, she's not fond of young women, blah, 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 don't like look her in the eye kind of thing. I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
So then I get her.
She's not fond of young women.
I was like, okay,
don't look her in the eye.
It's fine. So she gets up and I see her walking toward me, and on the way though, the most amazing thing happens. Karl Lagerfeld was walking in.
Wow.
It's crazy. And he kind of clipped her shoulder and she was like, excuse you, like in this Hollywood way. Like, I don't know still why they didn't like know each other or whatever.
Right.
But it was the strangest thing. And then she like, you know, shook that off, and she leans down and looks me right in the eye, looked right into the table like this. She goes, excuse me for interrupting your dinner. And then takes a breath and then starts talking to him. And I was like, oh my God, that was the best.
That is so
just
amazing.
You know, to have her like lean in like
right in the eye.
Dying. Hey Qween.